But yes, you've begun your
short trip.
Yeah, it's about 5 to 6 day trip that you're taking from Thyferra to Nemodia. You've just gotten away with.
We didn't do anything
get away. We dropped off a package and then left. We didn't get away. The package
I don't know. The Duro's
certainly
pretty
not a bomb.
nervous.
It was most certainly not a bomb.
No.
We were told the package was not negotiations.
Well, in case
or
you're wasn't
diplomacy.
aware, we run over standard VIP extraction procedures: duck, cover, stay moving, zigzag movements. We're going to make sure that he understands that these are things that happen in a firefight. You don't get out, you don't get shot.
Also stand next to the Austin. He's now a bodyguard.
Yeah, right.
Now, let's see if we can mess up the story and save this man's life.
I don't think it's actually in danger. I think he wants to live.
We save his life, has a heart attack from shock.
Anyway, so
I didn't expect to survive.
but yeah, you ultimately the first thing that you do is you head up the Rima trade route to where it is going to meet the Carillion trade spine. But before you quite make it that far, you're getting a lot of errors. All of a sudden, alarms, problems. Your ship is dropping out of hyperspace.
I immediately take evasive actions.
There's not many of those you can do in this giant tub.
Yeah, which is why I gotta do it right now.
Yeah, well, chances are someone just moved a giant set of cargo crates in our shipping lane, like dicks.
That's how you raid shipping lanes.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you broke something.
I
And
hear
I-
alarms and go investigate.
I get
You know the best
co-pilot
part-
to
you know
start
the best
working on
part about getting raided
investigation.
on a shipping lane? They're most certainly going to board. They want the stuff we have.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start the dude on astrogation. My little co-pilot.
Get us back in the hyperspace lane?
Yeah.
R2 start
Yeah, R2
astrogation checks.
Yeah, R2, start working on that.
Yeah, he'll start, but he's having various issues as,
Well, it's not like I leave the pilot's chair.
yeah. Let's see what's going on now.
Do I get up and start being able to mess with the consoles to see what's going on yet?
You can start looking around, yeah.
Mechanics or computers?
That'd be computer.
Okay. It's the same check. It's like, did I add another point in that? Yes, did. Normal, hard.
What are you trying to do? Just figure out what's going on?
Yeah. Is this a jamming signal?
Yeah, it's normal.
Okay. Bam, indeed.
I can only see 2 of the dice, and you've already beaten it.
Yes. 4 successes and an advantage.
Okay, yeah, you're very, very, very clear that they've not only that it's pretty much jamming your systems, but that it was targeting you.
Is it the raspberry? You said jam like six times.
No one would dare give you the raspberry.
You said jam 6 times.
He said jam. I repeated the word he'd used. This is your fault. How do you feel?
Like, I didn't get the reference until a little bit later, but I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you got it eventually.
Yeah.
Jamming the system. There's only one person who uses raspberry jam.
Only one man would dare give me the raspberry.
Lone Star.
Is it Lone Star? I think you now have to change the name of the guy to Lone Star, who's attacking us. The notorious pirate Lone Star.
Is there any way to overcome jamming with computers?
Bread.
Yeah, bread would be the best.
We've begun this so seriously. Anyways,
It's like, I simply don't know the rules if I can break the thing with computers or checks.
Well,
no, basically, yeah, no. It's at this point, you're already caught within a tractor beam of a capital ship along the shipping route. But with all your success, you're pretty sure again they've targeted you, which leads you to believe that they've probably tracked you.
I just get in the gunnery chamber and look at it. I'm going to shoot over. The whole screen's filled with ship. I'm not going to shoot that. You had a thing.
What do you want me to do, Bob?
I was just cleaning it off with my turbo lasers.
We wish we had turbo lasers. Yeah.
What do we have? Quad lasers?
Yeah, quad laser. We could get like a turbo laser light. That would actually fit on our ship.
I'm just thinking of Miller now. I don't even like Miller.
Turbo laser light.
It's like the turbo laser, except tastes worse.
But so ultimately, I mean, what do you ultimately? It's you have maybe a minute, 2 minutes before you're pretty much you're in, and they'd be at the point where they could board. Do you set up to try and hide? Do you set up to try and ambush whoever comes through the door from this massive ship? What are you trying to get a view outside of who might be there?
I'm gonna go ahead and comlink.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask the ship to the fuck.
we are upstanding imperial citizens.
I'm going.
What can we do for the glorious empire?
I'm going to try to skullduggery our man hidden.
Okay.
Hide in this hole.
And you don't have any sort of actual hidden compartment? I mean, anything like that?
Those are expensive.
I haven't bought one yet, but I figured I'd have a couple of compartments, like luggage carriers. They just wouldn't get the extra black dice to them.
They're not special hidden. They're just normal hidden.
Yeah. Like, put a suitcase in front of it.
I'm going to go with this would be a daunting task.
How many purples that?
4.
Okay.
I make sure my respirator's on.
We haven't put explosives in it yet.
I just make sure I'm wearing it.
Okay.
Make sure it's affixed properly. How do those ones wear this thing? It's so hard to figure out.
You succeed.
I do succeed.
With bad
It's
stuff.
bad stuff.
Yeah, 3... much is a bad stuff, but 2 successes.
4 threat.
Okay.
It's like, in this hole!
Yeah, so you
Have some strain!
stuff the old Duro into the... that's one thing. I suppose I could just knock out 4 of your strength.
I just manhandle him into a hole. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
No, let me see what else I can do with spins.
4 of them. That's bad stuff at 4.
Lots of stuff happens at 4.
And what ability was that? Skullduggery?
Skullduggery.
Let me see what they suggest for...
I'm starting to feel like I should multi-class into the actual
So
scoundrel.
while he's doing that, what are you guys doing?
I'm asking the fuck.
Okay, and you? You're just you're sitting up to mask. Where are you on the ship? And
I'm playing space chess against myself.
okay,
So he's in the lounge.
I'm in the lounge.
okay, and
My gun's hanging in the gunnery stand. I don't have it.
okay. so
Or
you are
I
being.
have my gap stand.
Yeah, I was like...
It's like you are being the yeah. It's like because ultimately that is right near the main entrance. But yeah, so you're putting off the non-threatening vibe.
Yep.
You're back.
Nothing
amongst the
worrying
cargo
here. I'm
area.
just a lung Gand enjoying some space chess.
Whilst I breathe with
Whilst I
my
breathe.
lungs.
Ah, yes, fellow human. Breathing is wonderful, yes?
Do you not enjoy this inhalation?
You want to try mine?
No.
No, they
No,
don't.
Gand. So, Mick, you're just sort of saying what gives?
Yeah. Why us? What did we do? Why are you delaying us? What is this? What's going on?
You get a 5 or so seconds of static.
The correct answer was, what can these loyal citizens do for the Empire? That's what you should have said. Clearly they have need of us. We should have offered our services. As good
Before-
citizens would do.
Before a rough. but human voice responds with the.
Humans have a very distinctive sound. Very distinctive.
When I'm describing it as rough,
Oh.
I figured I should say not,
Trandoshan.
not so much that it's like a weird species. I'm just
Trandoshan
pointing.
comes across. Yeah, this is capital ship, imperial vessel. Weak boards you. I don't believe you.
It doesn't look like an imperial ship.
It's capital ship though, right?
Yes, it is a capital ship. Yes, it is huge.
It's not a pie slice.
No, it's not.
No.
Well, still, the fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, no.
You said capital ship. I'm like, who the heck owns capital ships besides pie slices? Huts.
Theoretically, the old
Even the Rebellion
Republic?
had
Yeah.
some. So that I mean,
And they did eventually. They had
Okay, can we just continue? I want to hear what the man has to say.
Sure.
We're not arguing economics of ship ownership.
We could. It's an interesting topic.
It's
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars. They could.
technically, the ship that Leia was on in the beginning, that ship there, that was even
It was a frigate.
that was actually a capital ship. That was big enough to be a capital ship.
I'm pretty sure that was classified as a Corellian frigate.
It's in
It's a
there.
Corvette. It's right here.
There you go.
It's the same size as
Oh,
size category as
Capital
yours.
ship as a size category.
Well, no, it's a type of ship.
Oh, okay.
It is actually it is like as small as they come, unlike this one. But that one is enough that it actually is. Anyways, Mick.
Nick? Oh, yeah, Mick.
That's Dean. Don't you know names, Gand?
I make an effort to do that in my game as I try to call everyone by their character name, so I remember.
You've done pretty well. I liked it. But yeah, it is new for me.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just fun. Have you guys noticed his face? Go back and watch his face. It's hilarious, I promise.
It's funny. We're all laughing.
At my face.
All laughing at your
That's
face.
the mean thing to do.
Ha
Look at all this abuse. I did nothing this time.
Yet. Or if you go into the future, yeah.
You have pretty much they just state that you have a fugitive on board, which we will be collecting.
But you know both you and me have wanted toasters.
I'm like,
No, we don't.
name of this fugitive, I'm also going to need your documentation that allows you to go ahead and stop peaceful people and do this. I'm gonna need a whole bunch of documentation before this is okay.
Well, you'll be able to get. Yeah.
No, I'm gonna need that now.
Well, you'll just have to wait. We're
Yeah, you're a
calling-
human. You can actually demand that.
No, I'm not. I'm not human.
You're not human?
No, I'm the guy who shoots first.
He's human.
You're a Guido.
Han shoots.
I'm the only one who knows how to shoot first.
Just me.
Although I guess with part of your idea for your character, that is your goal, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of that bad rep of never being able to shoot first. I can shoot first.
But no,
So get him hidden away.
yeah, you get him hidden away, but it does take a bit while you're doing that. You're sitting up there. You're still hiding him when you're aware they've boarded. So we'll get back to that.
I'm not gonna open the damn door.
Okay.
I want documentation. Tell me who you are and who you work for.
Are you?
And at least
are
give
you up?
me-
You're up at. You're in the pilot area.
Yeah,
Right?
and
Do you step forward to actually look out the window as you're going into the ship?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, because essentially, you see pretty much the armament of dark gray, black armored individual, very, very much a bit more rugged. And how old are you?
Oh, it's like Mandalorians still exist and do things.
30.
30. Let's see.
I'm shocked I actually wrote down an age. I was about to go, there's no way I wrote down an age.
You
Oh
you
my
were
God, I
pretty
filled it
young
out.
during the Clone Wars, but in general, you might remember some of that, and it was, their armor is what the modern day Stormtrooper armor is based on, but very distinctively different. For the most part, it looks like potentially repainted, but the style of the old clone armor.
It's old laminate.
Yeah,
It's antique. Clearly won't stop a blaster bolt.
So,
Not that new stuff does either.
basically, these guys are Empire.
Maybe.
The Empire has discontinued use of that.
Okay, so they're definitely not Empire.
Yeah, they would not be. Yeah, they would not be officially working for. They are not. This is not an Empire ship. They no longer use that. They have their new Stormtrooper armor. They have upgraded to that, and that is
Disable the hyperdrive safeties and threaten them with hyperspace jump inside the ship.
I wouldn't do that.
Threaten them with it. Take you and this whole ship with us.
No, that's not even something I would think of. That's insane.
It's not insane. It's just an effective bargaining chip.
It's really not, because I wouldn't do it. And never make a threat that you're not willing to go through with.
Well, I'd be willing to do it.
Yes, that's why you're not in charge of flying things. You're in charge of hitting things.
If I can't win, nobody wins.
But anyways, yeah. So you sort of see and they seem to have modified it with more
Okay.
rugged.
I'll go and answer the door. I'll
Okay.
go and open the door and just be like, documents.
Um.
And if you say guns, that's really annoying.
Yeah. Where is your gun at this point?
My gun is on me. It's on my back. Not in hand, but on my sling.
It isn't the point where they'll see
Yeah.
if you're reaching for it. You know, they'll invite you if you would like to see our agreement. You may come forward. We can.
I'm sure you can bring a data pad up here. I'm not leaving the doorway.
I'll sit on the other side of this Duro steel plate.
Make a. I'm guessing perception. You could do charm. You could do negotiation. Either of those would probably work.
Those are both the same thing for me.
Charm is its own skill.
No, just be average.
I succeeded with 2 bad stuff. 2 successes, 2 bad stuff.
Okay.
2 threat.
That's stressing me out, man.
Okay. Very well.
This should not be a negotiation. This should be, that's a reasonable request.
Yeah, but you're charming them into not using their guns as an excuse.
Yeah, it really is sort of that. They can just get their way. They have numbers. They can crush you,
That's
even
why
if they
I
don't
told
have
them them
papers.
with hyperspace. That's how you.
But it's
that's
just
how
sort
you
of
equalize
the
this.
you convince them. All right, we'll just do this his way. Fair enough.
He seems like an understanding guy. We present our documentation. He'll surely.
But yeah,
swear
you know,
I will.
One of them goes off, whereas a handful, half dozen or so others that just sort of stand beside, outside of your door, just sort of not quite with that military stance. They don't seem nearly as trained, disciplined.
Okay.
But they're just sort of standing there waiting for the guy to get back. You do notice that at least one of them, after a bit, he starts pulling out a data pad of his own.
After I get him squared away, I want to go to the cockpit and start looking around and see if I can see the tractor beam emitter in here.
We don't have an old man to send to disable it. Well, actually, we do, but...
We're trying to keep this one alive.
Yeah.
No, I was just wondering if I could see it from here, if I could shoot it from here.
Okay. Well, you're busy trying to hide an old man in your cargo.
Okay.
That's what your threats are doing. They're taking you to spend time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so you're buying your time and he's looking at
It's like
something.
you haven't told him he's on the ship yet, though.
No.
No.
They haven't even officially said who they're looking for.
We have
Which is the main reason I want to see the documentation.
And make sure it's not your Austin.
Yeah. I mean, we're boned if it is at this point, but...
It's just imprisonment. Everyone escapes from prison sooner or later. Don't even sweat it.
But yeah, around the time the guy who'd walked away is coming back with the data pad, the guy that was looking up something on his own leans over to one of the other armored men beside him, and he walks away himself. But the other guy comes up to show you pretty much, holding sideways, pretty much showing, we've gotten, what is going to be your perception? Simply perception. Yeah, that too. So yeah, let's carry on with that. Let's see how much of it you noticed other than what he's pointing out.
Perception is cunning. It is the same roll. I failed super hard with advantages.
Yeah, two failed, 2 advantage. I was like, you rolled so good, but you also rolled so good.
So bad.
Your numbers, they were too high on both dice.
So I basically just see what he points out.
Yeah, probably. Let's see.
Did you have any threat, or was it all just failures?
It was failures with advantage.
Oh, okay.
I'm almost thinking of rolling this with the exact opposite of that. Of almost you're paying more attention, because you had advantage, but you failed, so you don't see what he's putting out. You're too busy reading the other parts of it, of the page, trying to figure out what's going on. He's pretty much pointing out, down where it is. You do catch enough that it looks like Duro. You're thinking Duro. You catch that, and then while he's sort of explaining what's given them, such right to collect that, you're more looking for what is this other information. You pretty much see whatever it is. It appears to be from an Imperial source, and it references them as the Coalition. Whatever, and it just sort of seems to be basically decree of what almost, as far as you can tell, is giving them a bit of a free rein.
It's Imperial Gestapo.
Because this was into the period when First Death Star blew up, they're willing to use bounty hunters now.
So I just kind of go, okay, you've got every right to search. I'm not going to stop you. I open the door.
And it's like, but he's not here.
I don't even lie. I'm like, you got every right to search. Go ahead and have a look.
Yep.
Yeah,
You're just like, not me. Not me.
No,
not me.
basically, I'm basically just looking. I'm like, listen, I'm just the pilot. I don't own this fucking ship. All right. I got to make sure to
Shift plane.
No, these guys understand. I'm like, listen, I got to make sure to go through the forms. It basically is like, I made them producer. Now I can say I made you produce your documentation, and yes, you have every right to search. Search away.
Right.
They understand bureaucratic nonsense.
The one that I showed you there, he's going to stand out there. But the 4 remaining,
I'm like,
4 of the ones that are there.
the other, I got droids on crew, and I've got owner on board, and my gunner is here.
Right.
That's my crew.
So you're talking them away when you kind of from here. You're
No, I do microphone, and I'm like, by the way, I'm just gonna let them know who you guys are, so everything's. And I report in, and I report everything I just said.
Yeah, you're.
And I'm like, they're looking for some dude named Duran. Is that Duran? Is that how you pronounce it?
Duro is the species.
Yeah,
Some guy named Duro.
Some Duro. Yeah, like I mispronounced it. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck this is.
But so you pick up the pace, trying to.
No, after I get done, I just continue shifting stuff, and if they ask me about it, tractor beam sucked us in, shifted some stuff.
What?
I get the quartermaster to help me.
They'll probably ask him and get logs of basically whatever cargo on board.
We got some metal, and we got some junk. You want either one? We'll give you a good price.
Well, it would be good for us.
Yeah.
But it's a ridiculous price for you. You shouldn't buy it.
really should.
But if you want to,
Oh no, I think we sold the crate that had the guy.
well, if it was worth more.
But yeah, they'll start searching the ship. Do you stay out near the entrance with the guy that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll stay out there.
That's standard procedure. You just stand with the dude.
How many of them are searching? All of
Four.
them? All of them?
4.
Any of them just standing around, not actually searching?
The
No,
one
the
behind
4,
the
the
door
4 that entered the
crossed.
ship are searching.
Except for the one guy there's one guy standing with me and 4
Yeah.
more searching. I'm just like
Whatever
it
guy
must-
gets closest, I'll offer him to pick up the other side of this space chessboard.
basically they're just like
I got no one to
so-
play. I got no one to play with on this boat.
I'm like, so they just kind of hand out those bounties, or you got to fill out special paperwork? Like, how much would that cost to get into the bounty business?
Just inundate them with mundane chatter to distract them. I want to assign some blackface during we're just being nosy.
They explained that this one was through a private corporation that has done work for the Empire.
So you just kind of sign up with them, or is there like special licensing, or
They've taken us on as
oh, you're subcontractors? So you basically got to start your own company. I am being very obnoxious with this. Like, I'm clearly curious, but at the same time, I'm super wasting.
about the time you're doing that, there's a point where he sort of seems to zone out a bit.
That's fine. I continue.
And what was your name?
Von Unique. A name that has checked out in the past. Not what I say, but it has.
He looks it up. Oh, yeah, they're clear.
I've been run through the system and I've been cleared.
That's the problem when you're dealing with a galactic empire. Is finding an individual person is basically really hard to keep track of. It's just you can't make numbers big enough for that many social securities.
It's like, how do you remember that number? You don't.
Whenever your social security number starts rolling with, scientific notation, something's gone wrong.
Why is there an exponent? Oh, he crushed it. 5 successes, 3 disadvantage.
Yeah, that's disadvantage, man.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
what'll clear us.
Yeah, this game does involve a lot more pausing, as I have to think, all right, how do I work out that result? It's not a yes or no result.
The ones that are half and half.
Yeah, it's like, how do I roll with this? By having Nick make loud noises, of course.
You're disrupting the filming, man.
But
That's why my water has a lid.
yeah, you're sort of in there, and you're at the point where you're starting to get on the nerves. You know pretty much that they've checked a few of the other crates pretty thoroughly, and they're heading towards the one that's.
If they don't start slacking real soon.
But the guy that's searching through the car, he pauses for a moment, and he sort of, turns around. Give me a moment, I'll be back. And he leaves the cargo back up towards the rest of the ship. You notice the same thing from the guys there. The 4 of them sort of head out back to where you were. Mick. Von Standard?
Von Unique.
It's not exactly a common name. You shouldn't get
Do you have, so what's the unique one, isn't it? Do you have, identification as such?
No, why would I need identification?
When has anyone been carded in Star Wars?
Also, what card would you possibly issued?
A multipass?
Multipass?
I know you have one. I watched that video.
Technically, the ID that you would have would be your chip that lets you connect into your bank account. But that would be your actual name.
I don't have a bank account.
You're carrying physical
yeah,
credits?
Yeah.
Not me. I have a bank account under the name Gand.
I have an actual bank account, which when you paid us, I guess
idea, such a
yours
thing,
went
like-
onto mine, and I'll cash you out later.
Yeah, you haven't given me money.
Yeah, that's... yeah, then, well, you,
All we Greedos look the same to you?
Greedo's not a race name.
The answer is yes. They all look the same.
And they come in different shades of blue and green.
Yeah, they do. They come in lots of different shades.
They all look the same, though.
Mine are just I'm just green. I've been blue before.
No, we have a proper ID from a recruit we've had that would put you under a wanted name. You know, as they're sort of reaching to grab your shoulders and they're going to unhook the...
Yeah, I don't think so. You're going to have to give me paperwork before you do that. Sorry.
There's proper procedures here.
I mean, he quickly, turns to show, your basic wanted info that has your picture on there.
Yeah, but that ain't me.
As you can see, the shade of blue is not the same as mine. That's more like a sky blue. I'm more like an ocean aqua. You see, it's the exfoliants. That guy clearly doesn't take care of his skin.
Just yell racism at him.
They don't seem dissuaded.
There's no Twitter in this verse. We can't stop them.
So unless you're actually physically trying to do something that would start a confrontation here,
they're seizing you.
You have 5 of them immediately around you, and you know that there's probably another 24 within the room. The ship is large enough that there's probably another several hundred on board.
Man, our ship is gigantic.
Their ship, yeah. So basically, I have to make a new character, is what you're saying.
Not necessarily.
Not at all! I'm expecting for this to turn around and be heroic.
No, yeah, don't worry. Like I said, you just go to prison, everyone breaks out sooner or later. Nobody actually does full term.
You actually, this won't even be the first time you've been imprisoned in this game. That's how you started.
Yeah, I go, fine, but the gun's technically the employer's. That has to stay.
If you'll take it off, they will set it.
Yeah, I take it off.
In there. So you have right now. You have and like anything else you would like to leave here. Otherwise, anything would end up being confiscated.
I just leave everything.
Yeah, you're just gonna pretty much. I don't want to have to get this back later. I'm just gonna keep it with the ship.
Yeah. Fine, let's get this cleared up.
Do you try to?
I'm like, let's go get this cleared up.
Okay, yeah, it's okay.
I'm filing a
What do you do at the point though that they've left the room as they were nearing the search of the crate that he was in?
Oh, and before I put down my comm unit, they're like, just so you know, I've been arrested. This is bullshit.
Yeah. No, this is a great advantage. We've successfully prevented the guy who's about to retire from getting caught.
Yeah. But
fair trade.
Oh, ultimately, you're not sure if they're going to come back or not, though. So do you do anything?
Once I get him out, it's like, okay, now get it in this box and stay in there till they tell. To one of the already searched boxes.
And you may make another equal check as before.
Yeah, you left off here. This is the one you haven't searched yet.
Yeah, nailed it.
3
successes.
All right, but yeah, you get him out and you get him into one of the searched. This time, only 2 of them actually return back to the ship as they're leading him away to continue, and he does. He in fact picks up right where he left off, pretty much picking up probably what is the log that he got from the droid, continuing to go through things, and he makes his way through the rest of the cargo containers. Without a problem.
Now all we have to do is get Bob back and we'll have made a successful trip.
Yeah, you probably should start doing paperwork for that Bond unique name. Get on.
Guess that would be... Would that be Skullduggery, Knowledge Underworld, or Streetwise?
And they'll again ask for basic identification as with you. And they actually bother to actually run checks on both of you.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even have a wanted one for Gand named Gand. So, well, they did. They had a couple, but they've already arrested Gand's named Gand for that and counted it as check.
I'm just gonna call that as clear.
It wasn't me. Sorry, you said your name Gand. You matched the description. You look exactly alike. I'm afraid it's you. We're just going to put you in prison and count it as arrested. Bounty received.
Racism finally working in my favor.
As long as it's not a spree of other Gands that. But and I believe ultimately you still come clear.
Yeah. I'm a legitimate business owner. I bring shit around space. That's the same thing I'm doing now.
And do you identify yourself as the owner of the ship?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they'll kind of sit down with what they found based on the man who hired as a pilot.
Mm-hmm.
They explain that they have to keep... Because they have not found the Duro here, and they have verified it is the proper ship, the Duro did enter on Thyferra. We have the tracker that was placed on your ship, leaving the system. He was identified by Imperial soldiers as having entered the ship. But they were not able. If you have him, you may return him, and you may, and the pair of you may go as you please. Otherwise, we will have to hold you here.
Ooh. You should have started with, and we'll pay you. That's what you should have started with.
Yeah, it's like,
otherwise, we'll hold your ship. You may stay here, or we can give you quarters within our vessel until we either get a clear to, that they're giving up on the bounty, or that they, they'll just ask, did this man enter your ship?
yeah, but he got off. We met another ship in space. He set it up beforehand. We didn't question. We got paid.
And you don't have...
Well, we were paid for delivery.
They can even check and verify that money was transferred from his account to yours. So that clears up, and they're like, we have to, ultimately your ship was traced, and we have Imperial involvement. We had to pick it up. We'll have to get that cleared. It can take a day or two before anyone's there. You can either stay on your ship and just leave it docked here, or you can lock up your ship and we can give you board elsewhere on.
No, we'll stay here,
and they'll even offer if you need to contact for a new pilot.
That's like I still have faith in him. He's been Von Unique the entire time I've known him.
That's been his name all the time I've known him. He must be legit.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make a decision.
Huh? I don't say nothing.
Okay.
I solve all my problems by not talking and resting on the ignorance of the other races.
You just try and mimic breathing noises.
Yeah, that's right.
Breathing out of your voice modulator?
It's a problem with the breathing apparatus. Not as quiet as that Mac. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Breathing's a very noisy mechanism. I can't understand how you people get through it without going insane. So much noise.
Yeah, it's just
you do definitely notice pretty much entire ship. It's humans. It's an entire and you've known whatever the bounty hunters can be a bit of a diverse, but this group seems mostly in the the retro clone armor. It does very much seem all human. They're a bit more lax about after some time walking around helmet under arm kind of thing.
Can I convince any of them to gamble their armor on a game of space chess?
If you try, ultimately, you'll probably the first response you get is that it's not actually, they don't actually own it. They can't.
Of course not.
Hey, I saved my gun. This time I'm actually going to start my next character will have a gun.
Be fine.
What would be the check to fabricate an identity? Skullduggery, streetwise, or knowledge underworld?
Probably computer use.
Or computer use.
Hack into some systems, create false ID.
Let's see. I'm gonna go with probably skullduggery with identifying flaws in the security system. Now, do you try and do that from within your ship, or do you try and get into their direct larger systems to?
Oh, I'll ask to get HoloNet access later. I want to fabricate all the stuff I can before trying to upload or mess with theirs.
Okay. Four. Daunting.
Mm-hmm. It's very difficult.
You're not very good at that.
One disadvantage.
Yeah.
It's like I almost succeeded.
Almost made it.
Yeah, that wasn't one worthy of a flip.
you successfully make the ID, but it says Bond
Hiding the
standard.
NPC, worthy of a flip. Trying to, do the simple saving of your party member? Nah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I didn't think a flip would help balance out the 4 purple.
Yeah, he just sort of gives
One
up.
triumph would have made it.
But yeah, you make an ID. It just says Bond standard on it.
Sorry, I messed that up.
Spelling is my one weakness.
Anyways, while this is happening, you've been sort of led through a ship, and you can kind of try and figure out your pattern. It ends up a bit of a labyrinthine kind of path, but they do. They lead you to what is a large
Can I
prison.
use my survival to remember the path?
Certainly. Normal.
Actually, have a rank in that. One bad stuff. Damn yellow dice being useless.
Why has it even got a blank side?
Yeah, it does. It has one blank side. They all do, for the purpose of you could always just not get anything. That is always a possibility.
Even red dice has it.
Yeah, anything will do.
The white one doesn't.
The white one isn't used for normal checks. It's for my game doesn't. But yeah, so you're not really sure. Maybe you remember a little wrong of the path. But you end up in what is a prison wing, to which it has a pair of guards that they have half of their armor just sort of sitting on the thing as they're lounging about with it. And they sort of look up and they sort of sit forward and they whenever they give a cell, you're taken down to the end and you get down there and the guys from the end sort of watch until you guys stop and they do something and the door opens and
I just walk in.
yeah, it's probably basically it's not small. It's 10 by 10, but unlike the last time you were imprisoned, it's definitely a deliberate cell.
Versus one you can pull panel off.
Yeah. But they
Just lie down.
they put you in, and they close it down. They pretty much set something in the room, and they close it.
What's the thing?
Yeah, if you look into it, basically it is what are meal pellets, meal pucks.
I totally eat the crap out of them.
Yeah, basically it is the...
It's like, fine, I'll eat on your dime.
they don't taste good, but they will fill you up.
That's not the point. It costs them money.
Technically, money.
If this goes out well, I will be a negative.
There is some cost to you something. I'm doing this to get back at you.
This is a very spiteful eating. No, I'm just relaxed. I'm relaxed in eating.
All right.
We spent a few days waiting for the papers to clear.
You don't feel
That check ID would pass muster.
would work. Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to the point where you don't feel you're able to do that. That is an avenue that you can succeed at.
Okay, let's try it the other way. I do call them and ask if I could get access to their HoloNet just to get set up so when we get back...
And check all your systems. Yeah, it takes about 20 minutes, and they're able to, and they get you.
Okay, this time computers checks, I'm just going to hack in and change stuff. Or is that another skullduggery?
What exactly are you trying to do when you hack in? Are you just trying to hack in and get information? Are you trying to...
Well, you can hack it and make it so when they search the Von unique name, the thing that comes up is I was cleared by Imperial.
Yeah, you looking to...
Yeah, just wipe that off their system. Well, no, that'll look too suspicious. Yeah, just wipe it off this cot.
Oh, I have a notification that the Von standard was caught elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it works for me. We got Lord back. What? Von Standard's already been caught. This can't be him.
Caught and
So you're
killed.
actually trying to get into the security data, and that would still be skullduggery, and that would be the same.
Yeah,
Same difficulty?
just have me killed upon capture.
We're all out of powers.
Isn't computer use better than that?
My computer use is, my skullduggery isn't.
That's
I succeed.
With what, like 3 bad stuff?
Too bad stuff.
2 bad stuff and 2 successes.
Okay. This is too bad stuff.
So I may have tripped something in there, but that totally says that.
You got malware now. Keeps insisting that you need male enhancement.
It's your
One of the androids continuously asks you if you're interested in Viagra.
Roger.
No, my Roger's fine. Stop asking me!
That feels mean, but I may do it anyways.
I'm fine. Best case scenario, I get a free ship. Or I guess I say worst case scenario.
I was gonna say, really? That's your bad.
We're still friends.
Hey, everyone escapes from prison sooner or later. I'll see you in like 5 to 10 years.
Can't you just help? It's your fault in the first place.
I don't know what to talk about. I got cleared. I'm not the one with the wanted poster that got himself caught.
You're the worst.
No, he's the
You're the one that's
there.
feeling bad about being wanted right now.
I don't know. I feel like I'm feeling pretty good about it because I didn't get caught.
Yeah, but you're feeling
That
quite
too
strained over it.
That too strained says you're having a bout of conscience.
I'm gonna check that to nervousness. I thought I was gonna get caught. I'm really relieved right now.
You'll feel bad about it later.
Yeah, when I'm still worried about getting caught.
But
at this exact moment, I feel pretty good about myself.
Yeah,
This
then
respirator was a very intelligent buy.
Then if you ever get caught, you'll just be like, well, at least I know someone there.
Yeah. Can you move me to this prison? I got friends there.
Help me escape. No, we're not going to move you there. Oh, come on!
They helped me escape last time.
Certainly it wouldn't work twice.
No, I need this respirator. You don't.
I need it. I'll suffocate. You wouldn't take an old man's respirator, would you?
you get that in, and you feel you've put that in proper, and you close out.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
Skullduggery to start hiding my tracks?
Well, no, you just
And change it and close it all down. Start scrubbing my computer that ever accessed it. I'm deleting my browser history.
That's computer use.
yeah.
Okay.
That was a good decision.
Level of that check?
Normal.
That's the same as... Oh, no, easy's the thing, too. Well, you succeeded with
With three.
3 advantage.
Yeah.
And lots of blanks.
Yeah. Just blanks everywhere. Clear my browser history.
Easy enough.
It's like, why's your browser history clear? Come on, man. You really gotta ask.
I just logged on to your internet. You have to ask why I cleared my browser history.
You really want to ask that question?
This is the first time the pilot's left his station in, like, forever. He's super dedicated, and this is the best TV.
You're surrounded by droids. Isn't that awkward?
No.
They're robots.
They're watching you.
That one usually holds the camera. You want to see?
Well, he kept
My poor
asking me
Scar
about my
R2.
Roger. I had to show him.
My poor Scar R2 unit.
That's a memory wipe.
Thank you.
Please kill me.
But yeah, so yeah, you've done that, and what do you do?
Go back, give him a food puck and some water. Tell him to stay in the box.
We're having very similar...
It's been a few days. I don't think you actually have food pucks.
Get some food bucks.
Can we borrow some food pucks?
It's like
For
we
no
have
reason.
food for the ship.
Yeah, you have food. I don't think you actually have the food puck.
Well, go on. I get food from their ship. They have a mess, right?
Yep.
How do you eat with the respirator?
It's got a catch, you know. That's normally how I would aspire, is I would eat food for the same energy that one Gand would get from breathing. So I actually have a higher metabolism. I eat more than I want to eat.
I see why you like Gans, like you in real life. I don't need sleep, I need food.
I don't need to breathe, I need food. Well, yeah, stash some food. Stuff's great. And we can use that on the Duro.
I get him pouched food. We have space food. Here's your squeezy tube of yogurt.
Well, you just sort of hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sure this will all work in our advantage.
Yeah. It's like, I've done what I can do. I'm not storming a ship with hundreds of armed men.
I didn't make that decision either.
You think you could rig their hyperdrive to explode?
No, not without getting on their ship, no.
Yeah, just sneak on back there.
You may have gone to their mess. He stayed on the ship.
What's up, guys?
What's up, all you racists?
Yeah, that is a thing. They are a lot of them are a bit. They kind of
That's fine.
nothing outright, but you kind of get that sense.
I get that sense everywhere.
What you doing here, boy?
But
That's not an that's not an improper appellation for my species. For my species.
yeah, they maybe that afternoon they sort of get it clear. Pretty much. We've been unable to find the Duro. We've monitored your ship for for 3 days, and they've said remove tracker and release. You're free to. We'll remove that. You'll be free to go within the half hour.
What about my other friend? Did he get cleared yet?
We have nothing on that.
Well, sorry, we're leaving in half an hour, so we're just gonna have to.
Yes, well, before we go, could you do me a favor, check one more time? I'm almost sure he's fine, but it's up to you guys. Just do me a favor and check.
How long can we hang around while we wait for him to clear?
Also, I want to see where they put the tracker.
Okay. Yeah, no, but it was. It was pretty much blatant, just on the underside of what is actually your ramp that you went up into the ship through, and it was probably just the stormtroopers that are all standing around your ship that they put it on. At that point, when you're rushing in and they're all flanking it and just sort of waiting and watching as you leave, it would have been then.
Darn, that ramp didn't hit anyone.
But yeah, so they get their moves.
It was 3 successes on my skull diagram, I'm pretty sure. Or my theories. Well, you succeed a bunch of times. That's bad stuff.
Yeah, dude, that's bad.
Okay. Yeah, no, they'll, so you've been in there, you've made your way through most of the pile of bugs after several days. And otherwise not really seen anyone until, calm kind of comes in, step away from the door.
Still in the bunk.
The door opens. And just sort of, We've had word you've been caught elsewhere.
I'm still here. What do you mean I've been caught elsewhere?
You mean that Von Standard
I
guy?
cannot collect the bounty if you've been caught elsewhere, so we are going to negotiate you to leave. We'd like to take you by the mess, and we'll check you out.
What do you mean negotiate me to leave? Just let me leave. You have no right to hold me.
At this point, they're just ransoning you to us.
They're just angry they're not getting paid.
Yes.
But yeah, at this point, you're out of your prison. Your cell has been opened. And it is a single guy. He's not holding a gun to you. He's just sort of a rice. So if you'd like a proper meal, those never...
No,
Right.
I'm fine. I'm just going to get on the ship and leave. Thank you for your hospitality, but I'm done.
Alright. Feel free to stretch your legs. We'll be heading up there in probably about 15 minutes.
It's like, no, you already said I'm free to leave. I'm going to walk.
you're not entirely confident of where you're going.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do, what is that, navigation? Is there a navigation? You know what? I'm going to take a shortcut. Is he pursuing me? No, he's not pursuing me, because that would mean I'd be running for my life or some such. Can I do another survival?
Sure. Daunting, though.
I got an advantage.
Fail with one advantage.
Yeah, no success is one advantage.
You get lost a bit anyway. We'll see where it takes you. You know, one of the guys that, because,
It's like,
hey, we removed that. Can we speak with you? Board to speak?
Yeah.
And they'll come up. And they pretty much, and they're looking at the screen you've edited. And they're pretty much going with, it doesn't really add up. We've actually sent communication for it, but ultimately, from the look of it, we can't really collect on this either way. But this doesn't look right to us. This is off. So we can either, it wouldn't be the nicest thing to just hold them and risk it being wrong, or and risk this being right. So if you want to just give maybe 300 credits and just make it disappear, we'll let them come back to you and we'll.
Done. It's like, you held us 3 days, we just want to leave.
just sort of that.
You're just going to charge the dude for expenses?
Nope. We did not get shot at, but this 300 credits totally coming out of your pay. It's like, and done. Transfer it over from my chip to them. Technically, it's coming out of Bob's pay till the guy reimburses.
Oh, the fuck it is. I'll kill you.
To be fair, since you don't actually have the money, you have no way of knowing. It's all in his bank account if you don't actually have an account.
Yeah, and he'll die. If he just goes, and here's your 700, I'd be like, no, that's 1,000.
But don't worry, it will be. It will be.
So, pay her that, and it's like, okay, get him back to us, and we'll be on our way.
Yeah, he should be on his way now. When he gets back, we've already disengaged. You're free to go. But yeah, you probably around the time you end up in dormitory halls, you find someone else that's sort of lost.
I'm just like, totally.
Where are you trying to go?
The hangar.
Which hangar?
I don't fucking know. You all took me.
And he'll
Quit
get on
kidnapping people if you don't want to wander on your ship.
he'll get on his comm and he'll communicate a bit until he figures out what's going on. Sounds like he got a hold of the guy that you just walked away from. All right, yeah.
You just wanted off. I don't know what happened.
Hangar 3. Yeah, come on. And yeah, he'll lead you away. And
Nice guy. Taking time out of his day, help you out.
why are you in my bedroom?
I just gotta open the door and go, this isn't the right one. Close it and start walking off.
The last time we went to someone's bedroom in a Star Wars game, we murdered everybody. Just in their sleep.
With a Gatling gun.
With a Gatling gun. It's the proper way to treat actual stormtroopers.
But, so yeah, he gets back. You probably, at this point, have the astrogation ready.
Yep.
He has to drive you out, obviously, and a bit away from the ship itself. And
Around their whatever blockade they set up.
no, the blockade's actually been moved. You just have to get back in that lane. It was not actually even a physical blockade.
Just sensor buoys, the fake
Yeah, so
systems.
they're kept us. They can just put out a big thing that creates a gravity well.
Like, we don't need an object for you to crash into. We just need gravity of an object that makes you think there's enough.
Yeah, no, it's not easy to fool hyperdrives because hitting things in higher space is bad.
Yeah. It's like, we're going to err on the safe side.
Okay, so we can go then.
Yep.
And we go.
Once
once we're back in the hyperspace, wait like 2 hours, then wait another 2 hours, then let him out of his box.
I'm going to only make it an average perception check.
What, he died in the box?
What about? Oh, bad! Don't get too many bad stuff.
Two successes.
Two successes. All right.
With neither good nor bad.
Yeah, and it's like just keep checking our rear view mirror. It's like make sure he's not following us and stuff like that.
I'm gonna run a full sensor scan of the ship.
Do I have to use a computer use?
He
I'm
suggests
gonna
I run a.
I'm gonna make the droid do a full sensor scan of the ship.
You want to do it? You want the droid to do it?
I'll do it.
Average. More or less the same thing, but
Blew it away.
2 successes, 3 good stuff.
yeah. Either way, yeah. You do find a trio of general scanners that have been placed around the ship that you presume originate from them.
Mm-hmm. Well, we learned our lesson this time. Gand, go out there and take those off.
They're interior.
Oh, they're interior? Oh, yeah, no. Pry those bitches off and flush them into space.
Those illegal eavesdropping devices we put on that vessel, what? They got rid of them. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and before I let him out of the box, did that sweep and found stuff like, yeah, no, throw those out into space.
You change lanes, continue on your way.
Mm-hmm.
You would make it successfully to Nemodia. Oh, by the way,
He died.
your obligation increases by 5.
I did
Because of his failed roll.
Yeah, I did dick with the HoloNet entry on you. Someone's gonna find out about that.
Yeah, well, around that time, they've actually got in contact with the station, whatever, that he put that,
They're like,
that
no,
you were caught at.
That's a fabricated claim. Add on a charge of evading arrest. And tampering with, secure systems.
And you know what? Also, Nick, you're going to get an extra 5 as well.
They don't know it was me.
Well, it certainly wasn't the Gand. That Gand was completely innocent.
And I was locked in a cell. How did I do it?
It was related to you. They do have definitive ID about.
I'm gonna have to go.
No, you actually succeeded on your hiding your tracks one better than you did on the.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
So just your obligation.
Just yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go and get a new bank account.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you might have to actually go spend some money. And
Build up a credit line.
Yes, spend some money, get a fake ID actually fabricated for you. Because I can't do that. I tried, I failed.
There are also ways of just
Because
managing to get rid of a bounty that you have on you.
Pay it.
Yeah. You can just sort of go to the... No, I'm going to say this problem's been solved. I'm going to pay to not have the bounty.
Why would I do that?
How much is his bounty?
We'll worry about that.
once you actually
I'll have to figure it out.
Once you have money.
Yeah, because it's either pay money, bribe some Imperials, fabricate a new identity, that
Or
costs
get
money.
somebody who looks like you and turn them in.
Yeah. And these are all ways to get down your obligation.
Turn in your own bounty. I'd like to collect on my bounty.
But so, when...
Oh yeah, when we let him out, do let him know he owes us 300 more credits.
We had to bribe Imperial officials.
And another 300 on top of that for time. For the 3 days we spent blocked up because of you.
That's not his fault.
No. Ultimately, he's not asking for the 3,000. He's asking for 600. He's just going to go with it.
Yeah, we technically didn't get shot at.
Yes, we technically didn't get shot at. You're paying our extortion fee and expenses for the time.
Our extortion fee.
Yes, because we all know what that was. They knew it, we knew it.
By the way, I told her to let you know that you didn't have to pay them. They were just going to release me.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, I was totally being released. I left the thing, heading back for the ship, didn't have to pay him.
You actually have no idea at what point you were asked, so You can't get a precise enough time to know which one they did first.
Didn't have to pay.
Well, an extra 100 credits for each of you. And we got the man home without getting hit by that plot train. Now,
Not quite. You're right over the planet. So, alright, you're headed down. It's like, I had to pause. Alright, so where do we have it? And the individual is known.
Mhm.
So yeah, you get down.
I tell him he might not want to go home yet.
Yeah, he specifically
what-
told us that he wasn't wanted by the Imperials.
Somebody
but-
wants them.
Yeah, somebody obviously wants you now. So.
Actually, yeah, you even figured that out. It wasn't actually the Empire that put.
Yeah, it was that company.
Yeah, it was an external company.
So we warn him about that. It's like,
But,
we'll get you a planet, but then you're on your own.
Yeah, so you drop him off. Yeah, you're just gonna get him down into the city and let him make his way.
Yeah, see ya.
It was
Unless
like,
he objects.
Yeah.
Deletion of
Does he have a
contract.
different opinion?
Yeah, he
Well,
wants
I
a
mean,
new
he doesn't say anything.
yeah, it's like, we'll give him all the warnings we can. It's like,
I mean, obviously, where else other than home would he go at this point? That's kind of all he had.
well, I wish the best of luck to you, sir. And it's like, you might want to look into that company, make sure they're not trying to
Heavy
blacklist you or something.
No, black
So-
bag him.
Yeah.
As far as you know, he might have made it home alive.
Yeah.
Job done. Job done.
We helped an old man, we got him through the worst of it, and we got paid. That secures my 2 points of interest of helping the weak and capitalism. We helped him, we saved him, we made sure he didn't get caught, we got him to his destination, and we got paid. Anything that happens after that was out of our hands. Now the question is, do we travel all the way back to Ma's place to get more jobs or try to find some here?
Maz, we're not doing it here. This is inner core, dude.
Is it?
So,
Why don't, why don't you shop here?
Yeah, no, it's like, for one, this is a trading place, I assume. They have trading here, don't they?
there are certainly different. Neomodia is actually the home of the species that ran the the former Trade Federation.
Yeah.
And while the Federation itself is a bit collapsed in the current state of things, it is still largely, this planet has a decent chunk of that still left. It is, they did some less than favorable things, but
Yeah. I'll go out, look for something that will... a delivery of something on the way back to Ma's planet.
Yeah, find me some fake papers, too. Underworld, check that shit.
Okay.
ultimately, most likely, from what you can get here, if you're wanting to make more than like a 50 credit on the investment, you need a lot more money than what you have.
No.
You could pool together, and you could probably get in total about a 50 credits extra, and going through all the work of getting and selling it.
Oh, they want us to buy shipment versus they have their own trucks, I guess.
Yeah,
Their own space trucks.
Well, still, Underworld checkmate.
Yeah. Average?
To
Underworld check to see if I can find where to get papers made. Or not papers.
Fake ID.
We need a guy who can disappear and then be somebody else.
Well, you succeed. Mm-hmm. You succeed with a push.
Yep, with one threat.
Oh.
A success. One.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
So, one success.
Success.
But neither good nor bad.
okay. Yeah, you find some guys that they feel they can they can set things up, put in for almost like would give him an identity based on like a business identity as a personal identity, and then sort of set up who the owner is and link him to that.
Mm-hmm. Looks more official that way.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's sort of a way that where we're allowed to add new people without.
The guy's like, the key to being a person is having a good credit history.
Yeah, I'll have that. It's like, you guys seem like you're going to be sticking around. I'll incorporate us
Okay.
as the Fire Opal Trading Company. And he is my new employee, Von Unique. And Lunged Gand.
Yes.
Okay. Ultimately, it doesn't wipe out either old identity.
No.
It just now gives them each a second identity.
With bank accounts and cards and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
And they'll do it for 1,500 credits.
500 apiece.
Yeah, 500 apiece for incorporating and giving you guys identities.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
But probably within the day they get the first bit of
600.
paperwork.
If you didn't have it.
Do I get my own bank account card now?
Yes, you can have your own card.
Mom never trusted me with the bank account card.
You have 600 on it.
Ultimately,
Trying to figure out where I wrote my money.
you'll need to stay a bit of time, just sort of
Oh, there
on
it is.
while they're doing that. You're going to need somewhere to actually dock your ship. For a port, you're going to need. It's going to cost you probably for the week that it'll take. Probably about 70 credits, just to have the start. It's like you can double that if you want one where you actually have better equipped one with facilities to actually work on shit. You're going to see a week's worth of time to bother with getting the upgrade.
No, if we pulled our money, we could afford anything at like the 1,200 we're at.
Are you in for ship modifications?
Yeah.
Because they're on the other side of us. It's like you started the wrong way.
No, like the only things we can
Since
afford is,
we're now
smuggling.
full partners, shouldn't it be Unique Gand? Fire Opal Unique Gand Corporation?
The only thing we can really afford is like smuggling compartments.
Which, as we've seen, might be useful. Yeah, that's 1,200. You guys want to install some smuggling compartments?
For 400 apiece? Yeah, sure.
Let's see, smuggling compartments. Do those have any extras? Additional storage. Nah. I can add that later if I want.
So you're going to go for the better facilities so you can start working on that and get those put in.
So 400, and I'll pay for the 140 out of my own.
I only have 225 on my Shin card.
Same as me.
But this does leave you, he's doing work for a decent amount of the time. Just sort of leave you on planet for a bit. And it's a lot of the Neomodians, whatever, those guys that are around.
About 3 years after you land, you hear a story about a Duro savagely gunned down in his own home.
You do notice within the city itself, you see probably a half dozen times throughout a day maybe, walking around, you see that same modified clone armor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't actually leave the ship.
Okay.
I'm staying with the ship.
You go about
Huh? Yeah, I do.
Yeah. You see that maybe
Nothing suspicious about me, the lunged Gand.
Yeah. You see that. Yeah, it's they're having a little bit of a presence, almost more so even you maybe during that time might see one actual stormtrooper here. That's just sort of doing the basic checks, and he's sort of there. But yeah, it's more of those individuals, and particularly with you and your passions. You're not fond of them. They seem very racist and very willing to physically beat down people based on race and virtue of that they are a higher species.
Well, if I come across a situation where it's like 2 guys ganging up on one person, it's a dark alley, I just take off the respirator.
Beat the crap out of him, put it back.
Now I'm Lungand, just beat the fuck out of that guy. Not that lunged Gand.
It was a different Gand.
I'm not against vigilantism. If I think I can get away with it.
Your mask is not a mask.
Yeah, you know. It's more like the Clark Kent kind of thing. That's how it works. Everyone else is a different species than him. He's Kryptonian.
Glass is wearing Kryptonians, obviously.
But yeah, no, I mean, they're not even necessarily thinking of alleys. It would be almost the, storefront. No, this is what I'm offering. You're selling for this. You cannot do that. I'm running this sector. We're in charge. We've been given jurisdiction over you. And just sort of, ultimately it's a bit of the, they're pushing down those, the other races. They're already, on the underprivileged from the Empire's side of things, and they're just pushing them down further. But that's...
If I can find a situation where it's like 1 or 2 guys max by themselves.
Yeah, it would be the kind of thing, though, that it would be seen by other people.
Bunch of other races that aren't authority figures who just saw a lunged Gand savagely beat 2 coalition members.
Except you're in the middle of the street when you're actually taking off.
A lunged Gand.
Yeah.
Well, I can't find like a cubby hole to change disguises.
Where's the phone booth?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's my phone booth?
You can do so in hope that you don't get spotted or that anything doesn't come from
Do a
that.
stealth check.
Or just leave and
you
come back and don't wear the respirator outside.
I don't have a stealth skill.
Yeah, if you want to try and sneak getting it off, there's...
Can I sneak a grenade off their belts? Can I buy a grenade? How much is a thermodetonator?
They're restricted.
That's a good point. Can just buy one. Can't just buy one.
But this is a core trade world. You might be able to just buy one.
No, probably not here. They're probably policing it enough that... yeah, that's probably what it seems like. It's sort of almost like a private group that is taking the shape of a...
Can I make an education check?
For?
I want to try and find a law that will prohibit them from doing this based on overarching imperial jurisdiction that overrules them. I want to find them breaking a law, violating their authority.
Daunting, and hey, we're pretty near the end of the session, so let's upgrade one of those.
You upgraded it to a yellow dice.
Hey, thanks, man.
Fortunately, Nick swapped it out properly.
Yeah, I got 2 greens.
You failed the crap out of that.
Yeah, I failed that with an advantage. Is that more the lines of, no, they're totally within their rights, but if I talk a hard enough game, they might believe it?
No, it's like, there might be a law. I should ask Dean. Dean's smarter than me. Dean may know. But what does his advantage mean on his failure?
Yeah, probably along the lines of you come up
yellow?
with some things probably that you can try and almost push towards it, where if they look it up, it's no problem and it'll just be disregarded. But you can kind of get to the point where you'll feel if you end up on the raw end of it, or if it's right there, you might be able to try and pull something off to just get out of.
Well, basically, if you get in trouble, you found something that you could throw at them that would confuse them.
They'd at least buy you enough time where they have to check what they're doing.
What do I do so? I impede their actions. I impede them. I hit them with bureaucracy. Litigical bureaucracy.
That only works so long before they're like, no, that's wrong.
Yeah, I know. But I still do it.
You just go along, keep doing it to different coalition guys.
You have no real way to know which one's which.
Yeah, that's fine. We've already talked about this, have you? Y'all have to sing to me.
Racist. Yeah. But we have to wear masks to look the same. You look the same even without them.
I also wear a mask.
Let me see that.
I can't. That would be a violation of my rights. That's attempted murder. You can't just do that.
You're barely people. If we wanted to, we could.
Hey, I bleed. I'm people.
That's probably the barely part.
But yeah. So, bit of time passes. Do you guys do anything else specifically while he's working on the ship? And
no, I harass the coalition in only legal, above board manners.
You're
At some
to be
point,
fair,
you should come home
at
and
the same
study.
point, you have your record on your new ID, and you're starting to get a record as a troublemaker on your new identity.
Hey, I'm fine with that. It's who I am. I'll keep all the hard stuff to the other ID.
All the diplomacy to the other ID.
That's right. All my political discourse is on the other guy. This one's just a talker.
But anyways, you'll finish up your actual
Just
modifications.
It's the end of the week, and it's like, oh god, the Gand's showing up. What? And it's just, oh god.
And we'll give you whatever 15 experience for the session, and call it a game.
That's 21 total experience.
26 for me.
36. Who doesn't spend their experience? I don't spend my experience.
Yeah, I think, like last time, I'll spend that 15 right away. And I'm now have the ability to plot yell at other people's shifts to make them break.
Man, that could have been annoying.
Yeah, detective review don't work!
That would have ended up with a very different session.
16. Well, I bought my second rank of bodyguard.
Yes. So I do believe this is the most successful RPG game we've ran with you.
Yeah, because ultimately you're
All my combat, I'm not doing nothing.
yeah, your characters that more or less are trying to avoid fighting, and unless you are just outright, we way outnumber, we way out advantage them. You just try to avoid combat. So yeah, it ends up pretty heavy in roleplay because I almost in all the situations have a way to not fight.
Because
Just like real people. Only engage in combat when you have an overwhelming advantage.
yeah, unlike D&D adventurers who are like, we can take it. Yeah, we can take it. Take it.
To be fair, it doesn't take very many levels before in D&D you start feeling divinely powerful.
Because it's not many levels before you functionally are.
Yeah.
At least versus the everyman. Well, you get stabbed in the gut with a sword, you'll probably die. I can be stabbed with like 5 swords directly in the stomach and be fine.
That's because none of those actually hits you. They wore away at your stamina to avoid blows.
Yes.
Just get to the point, it's like, we need to get the Gand another ID. This one's filled with Imperial complaints claiming he's a dissenter.
Well, there we go. We got Bob out of jail and we got him a fake ID. We got you a fake ID too. And we incorporated. Where you don't own the ship, but you do get a third of the profits that we're making while we're working together. Granted, I was getting that to you guys anyways.
Yeah.
I totally could have kept most of that. Though Shooty McShooterface over here seems to disagree with how this relationship should work.
Remember, the breakdown is always cost off the top, then split.
Yep.
That's fair.
It's like, if that's what it came down to and you wouldn't have paid the extra, that's how it would have gone down. Excuse me.
You spending it today?
I'm thinking.
What you thinking about?
Spending it?
What you thinking about spending it on?
Stuff.
He's so communicative.
My next spend is I'm going to get a +1 soak.
Talent? Okay.
I give Enduring, which is +1 soak.
Yep.
And then I start moving into side stuff. Yeah, that's what it is. I can't use bodyguard on myself because I have different talents that do that. Sidestep and defensive stance for melee and ranged. They bodyguard myself. But otherwise, bodyguard gets me the ability to not add black dice, but to upgrade the difficulty of attacks. So way better than black dice. I'm not interfering. No. This is just really hard.
Spend it on. You get
More piloting.
space.
Yep.
How much are you up to?
I get 4 yellow, 1 green.
Oh, you're quite good at that.
Yeah, my next one I get 5 yellow.
Quite good.
Well, that'll be it. Have a good
Bye.
day. Bye. Hi, I hope you've enjoyed that. As I didn't introduce at the beginning, I'll let you know now. I've been Adam. This has been Jade Kind Gaming. That was Austin, that was Nick, and that was Bob.
I'm still me.
They still are, but that's who they have been. Time travel. We're filming this before the session, so when we start it, we get right into it. We'll do, in addition to whatever the obligation triggered, you're both at -1, Austin gets -2 again.
Or still.
Yeah, well, that's what it rolled this time.
Did we regain it from last time?
Yeah, yes, every time you regain it,
Get your max goes down.
it's just your max that stays down.
I don't have a sheet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be sure to mark that.
You can just keep track of it in your head in case it becomes relevant.
I always do.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
Like with the health totals. I just keep track of them.
Which I'm fine with, except when you try and do it between weeks and you.
No, I write it down.
Do you actually do it? Okay.
No, I make a little note on the side of the page.
Yeah. No.
I don't put it where it goes.
Okay, that'd be why I didn't.
It's usually written down in inventory. I don't know why. I have this many damages. I got this many arrows. I got this many daggers. This is how much damage I've got.
Just gonna pass that around to the party.
I can see him trying to put that off. Anyway,
Next to gold, I guess, I keep damages.
Am I engaged to myself? Do I consider myself as engaged range?
for why?
Can I perform a maneuver to bodyguard myself?
No.
No?
You're doing that already. That's just a thing you do. Unless you wander around, I don't know, with a attack me shirt on.
Anyway, so last time at the point where we left, you were leaving Thyferra, headed towards Neomodia with the Duro, who's I mean, really, he did his last job. He's just going home to retire. That's
A bad plan.
And now it's just a race to outrun the plot.
yeah. I mean, it seems like a very easy, just take him home. But after an argument when he was dropping off the cargo on Thyferra, he was feeling kind of nervous, and it was a little sketchy, like all the people that you had to walk by, the Imperial.
You know, in a fantasy setting, once you pay a guy, you can go and rob him on the road. You can't. You get your money back. It's Star Wars. That money exists digitally. Once they've given him the money, it's not theirs anymore. They could kill him. They won't get that back. Unless he literally just doesn't use bank accounts.
Okay.
Which would be a very poor decision in a modern
To be fair, he's also already paid you guys
that goes
a
directly
portion
into
of it.
that.
Yeah.
You don't keep that in a physical thing. It goes into an account.
Yeah.
This becomes a debit card.
But yeah, he paid you what the 3,000 so far, and with the agreement that if
get
things
shot
do
at.
go down, he'll pay you another. So that's where you were. Do we want to roll some destiny? 2 white. Bless you.
Thank you.
1 black.
That's what I roll every time.
One
One
black.
black.
So 2 white, 2 black.
Me and Dick, once again.
Dark side. Something.
Anything else before we start?
Free experience?
Everyone get 1 free experience.
Take it. We do that 4 more times, we can buy something.
This is a game where you can nickel and dime experience.
Yes, you can.
Kind of like D&D. What experience? Well, good on you.
Hey,
Why don't you just
more,
kick me in the
100
face?
more times.
Just kick me in the face, why don't you? Jesus Christ.
Alright, but now we'll get started.
Were we not filming yet?
We were.
We were.
Just now on the big camera.
Just not, yeah.
If you want to see what that camera actually looked like, check out the other videos, specifically the unboxing ones. Just plugged. For no reason.
Oh, what? Because it faces back towards it,
Yeah, you can actually see the camera. That was my thought when last time I was watching one of your excellent unboxing videos that everyone should check out, is that I was going, hey, I already knew what that looks like, but if I didn't, now I do.